Well, hello everyone. It's been a while, I know. I thought I would upload a video and just wish everyone the best of the holiday season and a happy new year in 2020. I've tried to make this video a couple of times and it's been terrible. So I'd say I'm rusty, but it's not for lack of making videos. I've made videos over the past year, just haven't uploaded any of them. I think I'm just struggling with what to say and how much to say. So I'm going to try to make this very brief and just make a bit of a channel update, let you know what's been happening in my life for the past year, and let you know what I see for the future, for 2020 at the very least. It's been a bit of a rough year for me. I lost my mom in the spring, and it was very abrupt, very unforeseen. And unlike when my dad passed, obviously I didn't make any videos about it because it was just a different scenario, different deal. Obviously we weren't estranged or anything like that. I had a great relationship with my mom. My mom was an incredible person. And that has, sent me reeling, to be quite honest. It's been really ground shaking. And it caused me to sort of mourn the loss of my dad all over again because suddenly now I have no parents. I didn't feel that loss of, obviously, of my parents as a unit, if that's a thing, when my dad passed because my mom, was always here. And as long as my mom was here, I didn't suffer that loss. And now I've sort of been thrust into this position of family historian because I'm the oldest of my brother and I. And my parents moved us here in the early 70s and away from our extended family, and we were off the grid for quite a while. So there are a lot of things that only someone within our nuclear family would know that form part of our family history. And now I'm sort of realizing that the things that I don't know may now be unknowable, and that's kind of hard to come to terms with. So I'm considering documenting the family history, if not in just bullet point form, notes, in a form of a story, which is what I'm leaning towards. Obviously, that's going to take a lot of hot tub deliberations and thinking and remembering and pouring through pictures and contacting extended family and just seeing how much of any given little story or anecdote people sort of know. And then also archiving, cataloging, digitizing all the family photos, working hard on the metadata to make sure that everything is easily searchable, and restoring a lot of photos in Photoshop that have been damaged, water damaged and that sort of thing. Developing some really good scanning and digitizing techniques from a fairly nice Canon flatbed scanner that I bought for that purpose, but also using a DSLR, building a rig so that I can digitize in higher quality with a full frame camera, working on the lighting and the white balance and all that crazy stuff. So there's a lot to be done with regards to that, but I feel it's important to do that for my brother and for my daughter and anyone who might come afterwards. Also had another family member soon after my mom passed have a mental health crisis, which was harrowing to say the least. And that was rough. That took us through most of the summer and into the fall. And the silver lining to all of that was, as fast as the decline was, the recovery was almost as fast. And it was incredible to watch, actually. Awe-inspiring, really, to watch someone take the reins back and recapture their life from the jaws of a very, I would say, existential crisis. I mean, no hyperbole in that description of it at all. If you've known someone for many, many years, I think you understand that through their eyes you can really see their soul. And when you look into the eyes of someone that you've known for many, many tens of years, and to not see them in there, that's really, really, it's harrowing. It's not something that I ever foresaw experiencing it, and yeah, it's great to see the recovery that's been made, and we may or may not be sort of out of the woods yet, but the recovery has been such that other people are you would consider going to this person for advice on a similar situation. So for all intents and purposes, we're sort of all better now, and things are, quite a bit better. Obviously missing my mom this Christmas, and thinking a lot about my family history, some nostalgia too, and going over old photos and thinking about who my parents really were and thinking a lot about their experience. You know, I think as kids, we don't often think about how is my mom's life right now? How is she feeling about her life? What is she going through? And obviously we reach a point in our adulthood where suddenly we become aware of our parents' experience of life. You know, we sort of see them as not these authority figures necessarily so much anymore, but as people just like us, fallible human beings who have dreams and fears and hopes and depression and all kinds of all other things thrown in the mix. And obviously I've thought a lot about my parents' experience of life. A little easier with my mom than it was with my dad because she journaled. And so I've been able to go through some of those journals and to understand things from her perspective a lot more, which is, you know, it's very enlightening, I think, to see things that way. In other news, and then I'm going to wrap this up, we watched them string fiber optic cable on the road past my house here this summer. So that's exciting because I may actually move into the world of first world internet from this potato internet that I have currently. That's obviously been the biggest blockade in the way of me uploading videos. I've recorded, again, lots of videos over the years, but most of them are just sitting on my iPhone because my ISP has been such that it takes 3 or 4 hours to upload a 15-minute video, and oftentimes the upload will fail somewhere along the way. So I can set up my iPhone to upload when I go to bed. I get up in the morning and I just wake up to an error message saying that the upload failed. And now, you know, however many gigabytes of data usage has been actually for naught. And so I've sort of given up trying to upload a lot of videos. And they're telling us it's a matter of months now. Sort of disheartening because you watch them put up this fiber optic and you think, okay, a couple of weeks, we should have somebody coming around trying to sell us on a, you know, a bundle package of fiber optic television and internet, and nothing. And when you call them, then they say, oh, 6 to 8 months. Obviously, there's other infrastructure that has to be connected and assembled and whatnot before we're going to be able to have access to that. But it's coming, it's here, the lines are all run. So I'm looking forward to hopefully producing more videos, more content in 2020. And hopefully that's encouraging to someone out there. I appreciate everyone out there who hasn't clicked the unsubscribe button. I appreciate that. And hopefully there's still a place for me here on YouTube. If not, I'll just go back to my somewhat quiet life of working in the shop and taking care of the home front. But I've appreciated the interaction that I've had with those of you on YouTube who've engaged with me in some of the videos in the comments section. And so I would look forward to doing that again, probably still in a philosophical bent. You know, when we're talking about current events and all the things going on with the Canadian elections, the US elections, the Trump presidency, what's going on in Hong Kong, Greta Thunberg and the anthropogenic climate hypothesis and all these different things, you know, these are all philosophical topics. And, you know, I think there's room, hopefully, for a rational analysis of these different things with someone like myself who engages in lots of thought experiments, lots of hot tub deliberations, hopefully considers, you know, adequately all sides of a discussion and has interesting input. And obviously you will all be the judge of that. And maybe to make some more content about my life itself, my escapades during my fall holidays when I go up in the bush, and other things that I build in the shop, and maybe even some interesting issues related to automotive mechanical repair and things like that. Let me know if there's a topic in particular that you'd like to see me address in 2020. But again, thanks all of you for watching, for remaining subscribed, those of you who have, and I hope and wish all the best for all of you. All of you? What am I even doing? In 2020, maybe we all see clearly. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one more thing. I thought I would actually come outside and make a quick video with the background that my channel had somewhat been known for. Over the years, I'd received lots of comments in the comments section about the background, And the reason, of course, is that we're standing on the edge of my property here with a bank that overlooks the fields below and, of course, the mountains in the background. And the shop that I work out of is directly in front of me here. So often when the mood would strike and when I had a few minutes to rub together, I would come out here and make a video and sort of, again, somewhat something that my channel had been known for. And so I thought I would just end the video with that. Thanks again for watching.